Mag here south of the river to interview one of the most prominent students in the UK. Sorry, ex-students, because he graduated last year. Richard Kuti. Yes, I have got the flu, but it's not contagious through this video. So watch and enjoy.
I heard they call you Mr. Proactive. Mr. Yeah. So how did you get that name?
I think it's because I took the meaning of proactive to a new level, especially in my final year. It was like dissertation, but I was also president of society, helping out other societies, contributing to the magazine. So it's just really, I think I overdid it though, man. You don't need to do it that much, but I got involved with a lot of things. So a lot of people guys started calling me Mr. Proactive.
Speaking of society, we know you're the founder of YBS, Young, Black and Successful. Yeah. So when did you start that and why?
I thought, why not reach out to the black community and do an event during Black History Month, and make it a black and ethnic minorities sort of business seminar. And that's what okay, cool. And literally it took me like 5 seconds. I got a name, Young, Black and Successful. Literally like that.
So you know this a black-centered group. Did you ever receive any negative comments about it? People saying this, too black, why not white people? Or
yeah, I mean, I've got a few white friends that make a joke, or some of them are like, oh, I'm too out of freak and I still come to the event. You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, I'm young and successful, I can't be black, bro. I mean, if you've got something about that reaches out to the Bangladeshi community or the Pakistani community or the Chinese community, I mean, I'm fully supportive of that. It's just that that's not what the purpose of Young, Black and Successful mainly is.
I was looking at your background, I was thinking, how do you get time to eat, sleep and breathe? You're the president of your SU.
Yeah.
You're voted Student Personality of the Year.
Oh gosh.
You got YBS.
Yeah.
You were headhunted by Goldman Sachs.
Yeah.
I know you're trying to stay humble, but how did you achieve it all?
Right timing and right place. I think any young person should take sort of comfort from the fact that if you are active, someone will notice, and you will if you put yourself out there, so you will get your break.
So yeah, moving on. Tell us a bit about Richard the person. Away from all the hard work.
Oh gosh, there's not much, I'm not Richard's is I like that question. Not many people ask about Richard, but really, Richard, for me, I try to just, I guess, bring people together, and my passion in its rawest form is that people realise their dream. They realise not only just their dream, but their purpose. Why are they here? They make sure they discover that reason. I think that's in my character. I'm a joker, really. I'm not that serious. I love cracking jokes. I love making people smile. In my spare time, I love films, stuff like that. I take it a bit too deep sometimes with films. I try to learn something from each film. But hey, I love people, being around people. When I'm alone, I don't like being alone sometimes.
Really?
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, obviously. So sometimes leave me alone. yeah, let me sleep. But I mean, I love being around people. I love it. I love learning about people's different passions. I love debating. I love not agreeing with people, but still being able to I guess be friends with them and things like that. So I think to sum it all up, I love people. That's just my essence. Nothing too complicated, nothing too glamorous, just people.
Okay. We know that you used to be a gospel artist. So how did that come about then? How did you stop? Or why?
And I got into a group with my cousin called Surrender, and what it was all about, it was about promoting what Jesus had done in my life as a Christian, and also as well the importance for other Christians and the world to basically surrender to God, and we did a lot of gigs and whatnot over the years. We put out 2 CDs and stuff as well, and we got to tour the country and whatnot, spreading the gospel in our own unique way. And it came to a point where my focus on everything was Entrepreneurship Society, Young Black and Successful, a host of other things at the same time. It was becoming a lot, and
too much.
Too much basically. And I've prayed about it, and I started thinking about my future, and I realised that, I wasn't, there's certain things about the music that I knew that I was not going to go and continue into the next stage. I felt that when I started Entrepreneurship Society, that was the next stage of life for me. That being said, I gave up music, but I'm still very much, like people will tell you, I'm still very passionate about pushing people into music, and actually immediately after I was still songwriting anyway for people and stuff like that. But also as well, in the future I do want to manage artists, I do want to put on showcases and events and things like that. I do want, to have some sort of attachment to music, but it will just be a different expression.
Staying on gospel music, there's 3 artists that everybody talks about. Vic Tizzle, Governor B, and Faith Child. Which one does it for you?
Oh man, you have to do some camera. Alright, first and foremost, let me just say that I've shared stages with all of them, but I think I love all of their music. I feel all of them, and I do wish them the best. They're all amazing guys and amazing artists. Who does it for me is probably Governor. I love him. He's done it for me from day one. I think for me he's in some sense of the word very real with his expression of his relationship with God, and it's I think that's why a lot of young Christians can relate, because it's very broken down, it's very simple to understand. And for me, I'm not that holy, you see. But I can't, when someone's blessed thou, I'm I understand what you're saying, but sometimes I don't connect. But I really relate with Governor's music, and for everyone watching, I recommend you get his mixtape. Honestly,
Scrapbook.
Scrapbook's big. That mixtape, because I was thinking, where's Governor gone? Where'd he go? But that mixtape, my gosh, for me, it was eye-opening. If you listen to the lyrics, you listen to the production, it's excellent. And not only that, it's a contemporary expression of what young Christianity is about. Whether our people like it or not, it's real. And there's going to be massive, in my opinion, critics on each side. But hey, that's what it's about. I mean, I relate to a lot of the scenarios it's painting, in that mixtape. So yeah.
So what motivates you? Apart from you love people. And you're a religious person, your faith is there. So what else? Are there any other aspects?
Purpose. Yeah. I think if you wanna push yourself forward, if you wanna be bold, you have to ask why. So if you wanna be a politician, why? Once you answer that question, that's your purpose. And for me, when I asked why, I came up with an answer. That's the day, in my opinion, that every day I wake up, there's ask why, and there's your reason, and you go with it, because that's your purpose. That's, do you know what I mean? Why I do what I do is because my belief, this is what God has created me to do, and I want to empower people to create change, and there's still people there that need to be empowered.
So, what advice would you give to young people who want to empower people, inspire people, but they may feel scared because of the reaction they get from their peers?
I'd say 2 things first and foremost. First is a quote that I literally try to live every day, because I love the quote. My most favourite quote is, "Be the change that you want to see in the world." I mean, if you're really passionate about something, you have to be the lead. You have to be the first example of that change that you want to see. And I think that's just one thing. But also as well with people, when you said, I spent too much. I think we all have spent, 1 year or 2 years too many thinking about what our friends think. But will your friends be there in 25 years' time? To sort of, help you appease that sacrifice that you didn't make when you was younger, and substitute that with something better. No, they cannot fulfill your dreams for you. So I mean, if it means that you have to lose one or two people in the way, they probably weren't for you in the beginning. So it's good to just really, in my opinion, whatever you're passionate about, go for it. Stand up for what you believe in, and fight for it. Don't succumb to what your friends think, because they could not be there. Well, they might not be there in a year's time, 2 years' time. So,
what do you class as success, and conversely, what's failure?
Okay, this is easy actually. No, me, honestly, it's quite harsh, I think, but hey, success, you define your own success. Realising to your goals, or continuously realising your goals, to me is success. Failure, for me, is sort of two-part, where it's not realising your goals and having dreams but neglecting them.
Okay. Yeah. Joker questions now.
Yeah.
If you could describe your personality as a holiday destination, which one and why?
Just to be careful, because some
don't say that.
I'd say New York.
Okay.
You have a great time, and it's an open, friendly place.
So that's you.
Yeah.
A great time, open and friendly place.
Yeah. Let's not talk about the other things in New York. just those.
Yeah. We've got something called the nupe challenge.
Yeah, okay.
We asked you 5 questions. We've got the answers already. And you've got to match our answers for at least 4 out of the 5.
Okay. Nice.
Alright, so let's go. iPhone or BlackBerry?
iPhone.
Man United or Arsenal for the title this year?
Man United. Sorry. I don't care for the match. Man United. Yeah.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Money in the bank or a legacy?
Legacy.
Okay. Jollof rice or pounded jam?
Jollof rice. Sorry. Jollof rice.
You got 5 out of 5.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I'm being serious.
Whoever put Man United as the answer, well done. Well done.
Any last messages to leave viewers with?
Whatever you do as well, because I know it might sound like proper intense, but have fun. I have fun with what I do. I think if I didn't have fun, honestly I wouldn't do it. I'm a bit of a rebel. I need to have fun, So have fun with what you do, even if it's seen as tedious. Make sure you make the most of it. Enjoy yourself.
Actually, before we finished, I asked people on our social networks if they had any questions for you, and the most prominent one that came up was in relation to your survey. They said that you related to fella.
Oh my gosh. No!
I'm guessing you've been asked that a lot.
Yeah. I think that's what won me my last election. Right? It's a useful surname to have, put it that way. Okay, no, I'm not really.